please subscribe. The 2017 Mercedes-AMG Coupe GLC43, a crossover SUV version of the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. When the test is done around Portimao, Portugal, which has no paved roads with a variety of street cracks, potholes and uneven, but does not reduce comfort when driving with the Mercedes-AMG Fastback GLC43, this because it features air control suspension. There are 5 driving modes: Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Individual. In time, there are only 2 steering modes, Comfort and Sport, and the 3 suspension modes, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. Throttle and transmission is modified in any mode. As usual, Sport Plus mode is the mode that is most interesting. Throttle response is refreshing, giving really only interaction between your legs and V6. The reaction was spontaneous but not too sensitive. Intelligent transmission to help drive the wheels that adheres AMG Performance 4MATIC all-wheel drive. As a result of moving from the point of rest to 100 kph only takes 4.9 seconds before the car reaches a maximum speed of 250 kph. Usability on top of the SUV in its class, thanks to the setting machine capable of spraying power peak 367 horsepower at 5,500 to 6,000 revolutions per minute and torque of 520 Nm at 2,500 to 4,500 revolutions per minute. Once up in the mountains, it's easy to forget that GLC43 is an SUV. Although some tight, stretching more technical, GLC Coupe really does not feel so great, height, or weight. Definitely some of the credit must go to the air control body's ability to keep things flat, especially in Sport Plus. Differences in rudder setting is not too good, because both of them are on the lighter side but appropriate, responsive and contribute to a high level of driver involvement. GLC43 this. Until now, everything is recorded on GLC43. AMG applies to both the coupe and the regular version, roofed. Just like fellow GLC 300 respectively, they are basically the same as dynamic. Functionally, they are different, but not as much as you would expect. High ingress plus shoulder, elbow and legroom are all identical. Of course, the rear headroom is reduced in the coupe because of the sloping roof line, but the 6'3" is surprisingly still able to sit up straight back there. Better yet, Mercedes did not bring down the rear seats to make do with a possible BMW X4 compromised. As a result, the rear seats GLC Coupe is a much more comfortable place to spend time, and most of the inhabitants are unlikely to care about the difference between the GLC and GLC Coupe, a sedan. The cargo area is also quite clearly reduced in this coupe. By chopping off bits of the boxy, GLC Coupe will lose the flexibility you get with a squared-off roofline. On paper, however, the difference is not that great. Coupe has 17.3 cubic feet of space with a chairlift versus the usual GLC is 19.4. Lowering seats create maximum space of 49.4 cubic feet, which is smaller than a conventional compact SUV topped, but again, not much different from the usual GLC. Coupe is 56.5, which is the smallest among the leaders in this segment. Keeping in mind the difference, let us compare GLC43 Coupe with larger, heavier GL43 Coupe, which has the distinction of cargo is much greater than with conventional siblings. 23.0 compared to 38.2 cubic feet of chairs, and 60.7 compared to 80.3 with them. Accordingly, and given that GLC43 should be just as luxurious, almost as wide, much faster and more maneuverable, I would have a very hard time making a case for GLE Coupe on GLC. Mercedes-AMG GLC43 not announced pricing, but it almost certainly will be the most expensive GLC. However, when you consider the price premium beyond normal GLC 300 costs when choosing to coupe, $4,800, and AMG GLC43, $13.750, the base price of around $60,000 for the possibility of fastback models. So, the AMG high-performance SUV GLC43 is quite interesting. I'm not entirely convinced that the coupe version looks better than the usual one, especially when the latter performed as an AMG. But if you want to be bold and make a stand, you can put your mind at ease that it was not as compromised as any other SUV coupe. Please subscribe.